Yo, Fresh.
Yo, Yella.
Marilyn Monroe, Cher, Farrah Fawcett, Sandra Bullock, Taylor Swift, and all the first U.S. First Ladies, what do they all have in common?
They're all men, and so are all the other ones in Hollywood. Boom.
Thanks, Fresh. They're all men. And all the other ones you see propped up in Hollywood. Their names are coded. Marilyn Monroe sounds like man. Cher is a he or her. Farrah Fawcett. Fawcett could be slang for a dick. Sandra Bullock. Bullock meaning steer or young male bull, and bullock slang for testicles. Taylor is a man's name, and Vader is Dutch for father. 2025. AI is a liar. By the stats, GPT reports. Supreme Commander of the Navy, and for a day, Hitler's successor, Karl Doenitz, height 5'10". Silent film actress, Paramount girl, Anita King, about 5'6", a 4-inch difference. Doenitz, convicted at Nuremberg for war crimes, released in 1956 after serving a full 10-year sentence in Spandau prison, then living in a village near Hamburg until his death, 1980. This YouTube documentary, published in 2022 by WGN Chicago News, Larry Potash, complete with crisis actors.
In 1913, a new highway connects one coast to the other, and it also connects a little-known actress to adoring fans. And while you've probably never heard of her, her story inspires people who hear it, even more than a century later. They called her the Paramount Girl. The Lincoln Memorial may be the most famous tribute to the 16th president, but it is not the first. It's dedicated in 1922. Nine years earlier, this is the first memorial to Abraham Lincoln, the Lincoln Highway. At the time, it spans 3,389 miles through 13 states, from California to New York. It's dedicated October 31st, 1913, and it's a bit of a frightening ride for America's first automobiles, especially, they thought, for a woman. That sounds like a challenge for a young woman named Anna.
She was trying to inspire young women that they could do anything that they dreamed.
Anna Keppen is born to German immigrants in Michigan City, Indiana in 1884.
She was one of 9 children. She lost both of her parents by the time that she was 14. So she really, at that time, had to work hard to keep her family together. Early on in the research, when I was able
Kayla Vasilko is a graduate student at Purdue University Northwest. She's the creator of an exhibit dedicated to Anna at the Historical Society Museum in LaPorte County, Indiana. Anna leaves the farm and moves to Chicago, where she models and performs in the theater.
That's not her.
That's where she meets one of the most famous actresses of her day, Lillian Russell, who encourages her to head west to Hollywood and change her name.
That's not her either.
Farm girl Anna Keppen becomes Hollywood actress Anita King. Beauty and brawn. She even does her own stunts in her films. Some of her work with cars leads to a love of driving and a short career in racing.
Yeah.
Compromised relatives of ex-military intelligence.
Great nieces of Anita King.
So I thought, oh, she's kind of an intriguing lady. I need to do some investigating, so.
Compromised sodomite relative of ex-military intelligence.
That brings the Anita King exhibit to life. The story starts in Hollywood. At Paramount Pictures, Anita King overhears studio executive Jesse Lasky talking about a new highway.
That's not
Even though it was finished, they were saying that it was still quite rough and that it would be years yet before a woman would be able to make that trek.
Anita is willing to do it alone.
Anita always had something to prove, that she was strong, that women could do these things against the doubt that surrounded society at that time.
While Anita King moves to make history,
physiognomy check
sees
on
an
aisle
opportunity.
6.
They connected her with Firestone Tires and the Kissel Car Company, and before she knew it, she had a new car and the promise of her very own picture should she be successful. This is exactly how Anita King's car looked in 1915 when she made that cross-country trek.
On August 25th, 1915, 30-year-old Anita King gets behind the wheel of her Kissel car in California and heads to New York. Her only companions, a rifle and a six-shooter.
I know that there was much doubt, surrounding Anita during the whole thing, not just from them, but from all of society.
The name Anita King is still not well known, not even in her hometown.
I didn't know who she was, and I thought, how did this get past me? I've done research on people from Indiana for years.
The trip from California to New York takes 49 days, and she arrives to a hero's welcome, the first woman to drive solo across the United States. Paramount Pictures uses her story to inspire the film
Likely
Race.
Story.
King stars in it and performs her own stunts. Eventually, silent movies are replaced by the talkies, but the film industry evolves.
That's not her.
Without Anita King.
The media claimed it was because she didn't have a great quality of voice.
Anita King may have been silent on the screen, but not off.
She was a tough lady, yes.
As a girl, Lucien remembers meeting her Aunt Anita at family reunions in Indiana.
They're a liar.
That's her sister.
In 2015, Lucien, Alita, and their youngest sister Heather recreate their great-great-aunt Anita's drive across the country. They stop at an Anita King exhibit in Nevada, but it's closed. An Anita King mural in Iowa is painted
It was painted over. What a coincidence.
We ran into a few glitches. They made us laugh. It wasn't, life-threatening or anything,
But they arrive at New York City's Knickerbocker Hotel, just as Anita King had done 1 century earlier. Shortly after their journey, Heather was diagnosed with brain cancer.
Who looked like they could be related, but except for the one in the middle who died of brain cancer.
And she had a blast.
Heather died in 2017.
Incredible story. So many
Sodomite
things about
alert.
it. Becoming a race car driver and winning awards.
And she was carrying around a very large antique camera so that she could capture snippets of her journey to be.
Thanks to a college student, a forgotten pioneer is brought to life through pictures, films, and artifacts like this authentic Kissel car from the Wisconsin Auto Museum. The exhibit shows how Anita King's story can now inspire others more than a century later.
The one common thread in her story is that she never gave up. She faced a lot of doubt and from many different people because of many different things.
Yeah, Doenitz, who was Hitler's final successor as Führer.
Dass die Kriegsmarine unter meinem Befehl makellos gehandelt hat. Mit demselben Gefühl habe ich ja auch die Anklage gegen mich zur Kenntnis genommen. Und im Wesentlichen hat sie mich ja nicht getroffen.
That the shooting of uniformed prisoners must be carried out even after they have surrendered voluntarily. Do you agree that that is a reason for giving top secrecy to this document?
Ja, das weiß ich nicht. Das kann ich nicht sagen, weil ich diese diesen Kommandobefehl nicht herausgegeben habe.
You were Commander-in-Chief of the German Navy. Now you have this final opportunity of answering that question. Will you answer it or won't you?
Ja, das will ich tun. Ich halte das für möglich. Ob das stimmt, weiß ich nicht, weil ich den Befehl nicht herausgegeben habe.
Ja, ich habe nie einen solchen Befehl bekommen. Wir haben auch nie danach gehandelt.
Auf die Dauer überschatzt, ist mein Herz verankert Platz. Glühen an alle Christen Rosen und geliebtes tausendfacher Dank.
Man kann so süß im Hafen schlafen, doch heißt es bald auf Wiedersehen.
Die Liebe der Matrosen, von den kleinsten und gemeinsten an des Strauß zum Kapitän.
Jawohl, Herr Kapitän.
By the stats, GPT reports Nazi propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels, height approximately 5'5". American silent film actor Harold Lloyd, height 5'10", a 5-inch difference. Goebbels, known for his skills in public speaking and his virulent anti-Semitism, after Hitler purportedly committed suicide, served 1 day as Chancellor of Germany, according to Hitler's will. Then, along with his wife, both committing suicide after poisoning their 6 children with cyanide. Lloyd, American actor, comedian, and stuntman who appeared in many silent comedy films. Lloyd hanging from the hands of a clock high above the street in the 1923 film Safety Last is considered one of the more enduring images in cinema.
Thank you. I'm most grateful and highly honored to the Academy for this award. This is a very cherished moment. You know, when you get one of your own, they kind of seem different. As Bob said, next year they'll have glasses. I guess I'm just a year too soon. Thank you very much.
Are you an actor, in any sense of the word? Yeah, an actor. Are you accustomed to appearing before cameras at any time?
Yeah, sure.
You appear before motion picture cameras, or have you ever?
Yeah.
Might you even be either loosely or very definitely referred to now and then as a comedian?
Yeah, sure.
Is your chief fame derived from your work in motion pictures?
Yeah.
Well, did you appear in silent pictures?
Yeah.
Were you in more silent pictures than talking pictures?
Yeah, sure.
Did you ever play in a picture in which you were in a football uniform?
Yeah.
Were you the type that would hang out of windows and climb up the side of buildings?
Yes.
Want to borrow my glasses?
Are you that wonderful comedian Karl Doenitz?
Yeah.
Now, I understand you've got sound with it. What kind of sound is it?
Merely a scoring. We have background music, that's all. Otherwise, it's all silent. And practically the same as when we first produced it in 1925.
Oh, you didn't try to make any lip sync or anything like that?
No. We kept it. We previewed it about 5 or 6 times, and we found that the response to it was practically the same as when we first released it.
Well, I think it should be, because it's a gem. Yes, Dorothy?
John, I think that Mr. Lloyd might be interested in knowing that when I was a little girl and when I last saw the freshmen, I cried because they were mistreating him so terribly on the football field. So I hope I don't the next time I see him.
Well, thank you. And, John, may I say that our family are one of the groups that helps make this show of yours have such a wonderful high rating.
Oh, and Hank,
We never miss it.
I just hope that your family doesn't think we mistreated you, but we don't have any tears at home. We had a lot of fun, and it was good of you to come and be our guest.
I know you feel very corny up there using things. Thank you very much.
When we say bankers' war, we mean the same banking interests funding both sides of the conflict. If conflicting banking interests are just funding their own side, that's called a regular war, which arguably doesn't even exist. So if we speak out, let everybody know, so they speak out too, then I can't see how the sodomites, or whatever they're called, can keep on winning. They've had their run. Since before Cleopatra, code for glory of the Father. A lie is one-sided, false or fact. Truth, two-sided, with all the meaning in between. It's a wholeness. So to all the old boomers who ought to know better, the endless fairy tale storytellers, it's amazing how tirelessly prolific your lies. Like shameless whips, just so a bunch of sodomites can rule over us and our children. It's so astonishing. The resource, the intellect, that humanity will tell the tale practically until the end of time. If it weren't so pitiful and disgusting, it would be utter nonsense.